Good morning, children. Up to this, the last classes have been going on very smoothly. We have seen up to last class as angular momentum. So, based on that angular momentum, we are going to see magnetic dipole moment due to orbital motion of the electron. This question also they will ask in section B, 5 marks. First, you must know what is meant by dipole. A magnet has two poles, north pole and south pole. That is what dipole. Moment means force into perpendicular distance. When a magnet or an atom is placed in a magnetic field, it will be turned through an angle of 90 degree due to force. That is what moment. Thiruputhiran. Moment means thiruputhiran. Moment equal to force into perpendicular distance. Now I am taken a electron which is revolving in a circular position. It is inclined at an angle pi. So that is when it is moving from one point to another point, there is a small variation in angle and that is known as d pi. The radius of the path is known as r and the change in path will be written as dr. Therefore, this side the figure is noted as r times d pi. So positive direction x, x dash, y, y dash, o is the origin. So now first point, let us consider an electron moving in an elliptical orbit of area A with a period means time t as shown in the figure. The electron crosses any point in the orbit at 1 by t time. That is what frequency is equal to 1 by time, or frequency is equal to 1 by t you will write, or 1 by t is equal to, yeah, so frequency and time are related. This is equivalent to the flow of current in a circuit at a particular time. Otherwise, this is the revolving of an electron around an orbit is equal to the flow of current in a circular motion. I is equal to E by T. In a loop of area A. Here we are saying A has the area. If the current is flowing means we tell it has a loop of area A. Where E is the charge of the electron. So this is small e, where E is the charge of the electron. Charge of the electron is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Mass of electron is 9.1 10 power minus 31 kg. You have to remember. Okay. Now we are going to apply Ampere's theorem. Now we are going to what? Apply Ampere's theorem. According to Ampere's theorem, we can write the dipole moment as dipole moment mu L is equal to AI, or you can write this as, because you have taken I is equal to E by T. So this is your first equation. So whenever I am teaching, I request you to take your notes, keep it side by side. Whatever I am writing, you refer, you will get a clear picture, understand then and there. Where A is the area of the orbit. So now when a particle is, electron is revolving through such a field, it will experience a velocity known as aerial velocity. Known as what? Aerial. Because through the area it is traveling. And that can be written as half r square d pi by dt. d pi by dt. Where r is the radius, pi is the small angle trace. So with respect to time, the angle will changing, the radius will be changing. So it is written as like. Suppose if you want to find the whole area, means you must write integral area. A is equal to time period what? From starting here with 0 and ending again with t. It is equal to so much of r square d pi by dt. d pi by dt. A is equal to 0 to capital T of r square d pi by dt times differentiation dt. We can write the angular momentum as L is equal to mr square d pi by dt. So the area traversed by the particle is written as A is equal to 0 to t half r square d pi by dt into dt, and the angular momentum is written as L is equal to mr square d pi by dt, which is a constant. Now we have to equate these two equations. Half r square d pi by dt into dt equal to mr square d pi by dt, because these two equations are equal. Suppose at equilibrium state, at equilibrium state we can say that the velocity gathered or the velocity exerted by the electron when revolving in a circular field will be equal to its angular momentum. So you have to remember here, angular means circular motion, that means angular velocity, angular acceleration. So we have to equate these two equations. Now we have to equate these two equations. When you equate these two equations, it can be written as half r square d pi by dt is equal to mr square d pi by dt. Okay. Now again I am writing this as half r square d pi by dt is equal to L by 2m. That is nothing but it is a constant, because this is 1 by 2. So I am 1 by 2 times m. If you put here, this mm will cancel, again you will get this one. So I am writing L by 2m. This can be written as L by 2m. Therefore, you can write area is equal to integral 0 to t L by 2m times dt. L by 2m times dt. So again here is a constant. Therefore, we can remove this. A is equal to L by 2m integral 0 to t dt. 0 to t dt. Therefore, this is nothing but L by 2m times, we have to write small t within upper limit and lower limit. Within upper limit and lower limit. Therefore, area is nothing but L by 2m times t. This is where equation number 2. So we have to take orbital quantum number, another one quantum number, equate both the orbital motion and the angular motion, equate them, then you will get such equation, substitute, and finally you will get the area travelled by the electron in an orbit. Now when you substitute this, you will get the final orbital quantum number mu L is equal to E by 2m into L. Since the angular momentum is L, is quantized, we can write this capital L is equal to L cross times 2h. We can write this as L cross times 2h. So h cross means you have to remember what? It is nothing but h is equal to 2 pi. Therefore, now we can write this mu L is equal to E by 2m into L times h cross. Or we can write this as E times h cross by 2m into L is equal to mu L. This orbital magnetic momentum of an electron revolving in an elliptical orbit is equal to E times h cross by 2m into L. Then E, charge of the electron, 1.6 10 power minus 19 coulomb. H cross, h by 2 pi, h is Planck's constant, 6.64 10 power minus 34 joules second. M, mass of the electron, 9.1 10 power minus 31. L is the distance or length through which the electron has travelled in the orbit. So you know all the values, so you will be easily able to calculate the angular momentum or momenta. Here one thing is nothing but a beauty. The beauty is nothing but all are constants, only is L variable. E is a constant, h by 2 a Planck's constant, m mass all. This value is called as Bohr electron magneton. Bohr electron magneton mu of B. Bohr electron magneton mu of B is equal to E time h cross by 2m. Suppose sometimes they will ask you in 2 marks question, define one Bohr electron magneton, or they will ask what is the value of one Bohr, calculate the value of one Bohr magnet electron. Till now they were not asked. Suppose they ask, you must know how to calculate. So you must write mu B is equal to E into h by 2 pi divided by 2m. So it will be E into h divided by 4 pi m. That is nothing but you know the value of all this data. E charge 1.6 10 power minus 19. Planck's constant 6.64 10 power minus 34 joule second. 4 pi value 3.14, mass 9.1 into 10 power minus 31. So when you calculate all these, you will get mu B is equal to 9.274 into 10 power minus 24 joule per T. Because here you are getting coulomb. You are getting joule second, you are getting kg, you are getting kg. So all this is put together, we are getting this unit as joule, J power inverse. So you have to remember this. So what is nothing but you have to remember the value of Planck's constant, charge of an electron, and you have to remember the value of mass of an electron. Next, based on this, we are going to see magnetic dipole momentum of electron. Now we are going to see how it is taking place due to spin. Last class we have seen how it is due to orbital motion. That means when the particle is traveling in a circular path. Now we are going to see how that orbital magnetic moment is affected due to spin. In the last class I told you spin is of two types. One is positive spin, another one is negative spin. Positive spin means clockwise direction, negative spin means anti-clockwise direction. Positive spin means right-handed side rotation, anti-clockwise means left-handed side rotation. So when electron spinning about its axis behaves like a tiny magnet. It is behaving like a tiny magnet. One is north pole and south pole. That is what dipole. Dipole. And possesses a magnetic dipole moment. So when you are placing a small magnet in a field, or when you are taking a tiny electron, it is behaving like a tiny magnet when it is placed in an electric field or magnetic field. So it is having a dipole. However, nothing is known about the shape of the electron and manner in which the charge is. We don't know what will be the shape of the electron, or we don't know how the charge in an electron will be distributed. But you know that the electron is a negatively charged particle. Hence, it is impossible to calculate spin magnetic dipole moment. Since we don't know how the charge is spread, we don't know how it is going to spin. So we are telling that it is impossible. And so we are going to calculate the orbital motion. So in order to obtain agreement with experimental result, the spin magnetic momentum is given as mu s is equal to 2 times E by 2m times capital S. But capital S is equal to small s times h cross. Therefore, we can write this as 2 into E by 2m s times h cross. So this is nothing but 2 into E by 2m here this negative aspect will be not taken. Spin is equal to half times h cross. So this 2 will get cancelled. We get E h cross by 2m is equal to. So from this you have to conclude that mu of L is equal to 2 E h cross by 2m and mu of S is also equal to E h. So the orbital magnetic moment and the spin magnetic moment are same because they are possessing same value E h cross 2 m. So we can write finally mu S is equal to mu B or mu L. So the magnetic moment due to spin is equal to magnetic moment due to orbital motion, or it is equal to 1 Bohr magneton, or you can write that it is equal to 1 Bohr magneton. Okay, up to this I have taught you 2 5-mark questions. Do it very well, and if you have any doubts, refer the notes. Your doubts will be cleared, and in case when we are revising again, we will be telling you what is there. Okay, thank you.